Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a new video. Today I want to show you how you can get great skin tones for your images in any editing software of your choice. So it does not matter if you're using Capture One, Lightroom, Photolab 9, Evoto, or even Photoshop. As long as you can process raw files, you can do this, and it is very simple. Now, there are a few things or some advice that I'll give you before you get your images into your editing software of choice. The first one is that you should calibrate your screen, your laptop, your PC, whatever it is that you use, calibrate your screen. When these screens are shipped to you, they are calibrated so that the colors look really vibrant, and that's not what you want to work with. You want something that is true to life. So yeah, that's why it's always good to calibrate. The second one is shooting right. It's always nice when you shoot right, shoot with the right white balance, obviously. Shoot raw, because that way when you bring it into post, it's easy for you to work on these files. So now we are going to hop into Capture One, and Capture One is my editing software of choice for this particular tutorial. And we have two images here. So I'm not going to go into using the skin tone color editor in Capture One. And the reason why I'm not going to do that is because you don't have that in Lightroom. You don't have that in other software. So this is something that is specific to Capture One. So we're not going to do any of that. I'm just going to show you a very simple way and a few things that would make skin tones look really nice, regardless of what skin tone you're shooting. It could be like lighter skin tones, darker skin tones. It's universal. The first one is skin tones are meant to be warm. And a lot of people shoot skin tones and they leave them to be cooler. Well, at the end of the day, it really depends on creative direction. But for me, I know skin tones are meant to be warm and not pale. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that my skin tones are nice and warm. Secondly, you want to make sure that your skin tones look contrasty. Add some contrast to your skin tones. But you're not going to do that by dragging the contrast slider up. That's not good. That's not how I add contrast to my images. Typically, what I'll do is I'll pull my whites in, and then I'll pull my blacks in. And if we look at the before and after right now, you can see that her skin looks just more vibrant, as you guys can see. Now, the next thing I always like to do is separate my subject from the background. This is something that you can do in any software right now, or most softwares for the most part. You can do it in Photo, you can do it in Lightroom, you can do it, I think, in Camera Raw, you can do it in Photolab 9, you can do it anywhere. So all we're going to do is just select that subject. Now you can go further and just select the skin tones if you want to do that. So for example, I can come to people here, and then I will say face skin and body skin. So I'm just going to create that mask. So what it's going to do, if I click M, you guys can see it's selected the face and the body skin. Now, it really depends on what you want to do. For me, I don't really need to select the skin itself, except it's an image that has a lot going on. For this image, I can just work on it like this. So what I typically do is just add some warmth to my image. So as you guys can see, I've added some warmth to my image. The next thing is I always like to add some magenta to the skin tone. So I'll probably just come to skin here and add some magenta to my skin tone, just a little bit. Now, like I said, the thing I noticed is a lot of people tend to have greens in their skin, which I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But for me personally, I prefer when your skin tones are warm and you have some magenta in your skin tones, right? So for this right now, obviously, like I can see the makeup, we still have some greens in there. So I'm probably just going to drag this up a little bit, and somewhere around here looks okay. It looks a little bit too much, for like the body compared to the face. And that's when masking comes in again. So basically I can just say, I want like you to mask just the body skin for me. And it's just going to, create this part, and then I can add some extra warmth to it. Let me see, like this. And you can see that the face and the body kind of matches right now. So let's see, before, after. It's a very subtle change, but just adding some warmth to the skin here has balanced everything out. Now, if you don't like your image to be this saturated, right, what you can do is then just drop the saturation, right? So let's see what the before and after looks like. Before, after, and then you have rich skin tones. Yes, I know it seems really simple, but a lot of people just don't do this. A lot of people don't add enough warmth to their skin. They don't add magenta to the skin, and you might think, this is something that's just going to work for like people that have really dark skin. Now, for an image like this, I'm not going to reduce the saturation, by the way. I'll keep the saturation the way it is. I'll probably take it to Photoshop and then just add a 10 or 2 there just to, after editing, right? So let's talk about this other image, because this image was just shot on a plain white backdrop, right? This other one is different. For this one, I'll do the same thing. I'll add some contrast to it. So, I'll use my levels to add some contrast to the image, right? One thing you need to learn how to do in Capture One is this exposure warning thing. So I don't know if they have it in other softwares, but it's something that I love about Capture One. It just shows you the places in your images that are getting blown out, right? So with this right now, before, after, you guys can see, we just have some more life, in our image in general, all right? So yes, we're still going to do like the needful, which is add some warmth to our skin, which I do all the time. This image is quite warm. Select my subject and I'll add some magenta to my subject, right? So add some magenta to my subject skin, somewhere around here. That's fine. There's more life. You can see the blush on her cheeks. It's showing a bit more. So before, after, right? The other thing I like to do, and this is something that will help your skin tone stand out a bit more, is like, I tend to like just separate the background from my subject. So with my background, now I kind of like just add a little bit more greens into my background. I know it's like the most subtle thing ever, right? With the before and after, you guys can see she's standing out a bit more now, right? We can reduce the saturation on the background if we want, and then her skin tones just stand out more. So at the end of the day, it's not just about what you are putting into like the skin, is how do you separate this person, the skin tones from your background. So at the end of the day, it's almost like you're pushing magenta into the skin and then adding some greens in the background. So you have this color that is in the skin and you are removing that color and adding something else to the background, and it just helps the whole image stand out a lot more. So that's just a simple way that I make my skin tone stand out. I know it just seems really simple, like everybody should know this, but you'd be surprised at the amount of people that don't know this. Just adding magenta to your skin, adding some contrast to the image. All these things go a long way to make your image stand out, or make your images stand out, or make skin tones stand out in your images. So yes, these are two simple images that I just added some warmth to. You guys look at the before, look at her skin. It looks pale right now. Once you add some warmth, you add some magenta to the skin, and then also you just remove the magenta from the background. The image just looks a lot better. So with this too, we can do the same thing. We can create like a background layer right here, and then just remove that magenta from the background. Just a little bit, nothing too much, nothing too crazy. And if we toggle before, after, you can see how we remove that magenta from the background. Before, you see that magenta there, after, and it looks good. And then we can add some warmth to that background too. You don't want to take warmth away from this type of image, right? So just add some warmth to this image and voila, it looks really good. So yeah, this you can do to your images and they would stand out. By the end of the day, like it starts from shooting the image right? It starts from getting your lighting right, making sure the makeup is good, making sure you have a good screen that you can see well from, like see colors the right way, making sure that it's calibrated, and then you put into your software of choice, add some magenta to the skin, add some warmth to the skin, and everything looks good. I was hoping this was going to be a short tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out, guys.